Hello, everybody. So you may have noticed I haven't posted in a long time. I'm not even going to check because I know it's been a long time since I've done a video. And so, this video in particular has been in the works for literally a year. I started this video last year. And I got this idea from a YouTuber named Natrix. I'll link her video in the description. Basically, I found a bunch of random generators. So you'll see here me looking up a bunch of random generators. I had this part vocally recorded too, but when I was exporting the video, sorry, my voice is cracking. It's like 1 a.m. while I'm recording this. I had this vocally recorded, and the audio didn't record. So, I'm gonna have to, record it afterward. Record the audio afterwards, which is what I'm doing right now. So what you're seeing me do is essentially go through a bunch of random generators and, pick out a setting, a color palette, some animals, and, well, Pokemon, because she also did Pokemon, so I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna do Pokemon. And, I think 2 random objects, but, you'll see later in the drawing that, stupid old me completely forgot to include the objects. I didn't draw the objects. By the time I got 3/4 of the way done with the drawing, and then I realized, shit, I didn't put in the objects. So you'll see me realize I didn't do that, and then was like, fuck it. There's also some other things that I had to improvise with this drawing, such as when I'm doing these Pokemon thing, you'll later see that I have set numbers for, how many are in each one, much like her video, Nate Turix's video. If I pronounced that wrong, I am so sorry. There was an issue when I was drawing this, so, essentially, as I was drawing it, because the reason why it was taking me so long is because I'm in college, so that's also why I haven't been uploading for a while. If you're subscribed to IDK Central, those are the 3 Pokemon from a different generator that I found. You'll notice I was posting on there more, and that's because I had more time to record just, a Minecraft video rather than, a drawing video. And I was so burnt out from college from doing drawing for that I just, didn't want to draw in my spare time, so I was, getting really tired. And then my cat decided to eat my charger, so I couldn't charge my iPad. So I was like, when am I going to finish this drawing? And then I finished it. As of recording this, it is January 15th. I had just finished this particular drawing and thus the speed paint yesterday, so I finished it the 14th. At 2 in the morning. 2 or 3 in the morning, and I was really proud of myself. You'll see why I'm proud of myself. But yeah, the number generator thing you're seeing here is me trying to calculate how many fucking Pokemon I'm gonna draw for each one, which I only follow that thing halfway through, because, like I said, you'll see in the drawing that I only do half of the given numbers, and then the other 2 I have to improvise because, again, by the time I was getting towards the line work and, the drawing and stuff, I was like, I'm not gonna be able to draw, 8 fucking monkeys and 7 or 8 Monpleos, and then 7 or 8 Torlooms. So I was like, you know what? I'd rather just tweak the numbers down. And then this is the part that I completely do not even use because I'm dumb. So this is the random object generator. I completely just forget to use this one, which honestly pisses me off. Because, I did have plans to include this, but then I completely forgot. But, yeah. So, those are all my prompts. And just because I want to pan out some, what is it called? Watch time? I don't know. I wanted to show you guys my process for designing each of the Pokemon. This first one is the Execute and Ditto Pokemon. This one was actually really fun to draw because it's a Ditto. What's not to love about drawing a Ditto? So, like, when I was drawing the character designs for this particular Pokemon, I was having way too much fun. Like, way too much fun. This one is my favorite. This is, I can't remember the first Pokemon, but I know I wanted to do a Hypno hybrid. So it's Hypno and Flampy? No, it's not Flampy. It's a little fairy Pokemon. That's all I know. It's like I think it's a grass and or grass fairy type. But it's a little fairy type. You probably saw it in I wasn't paying attention to the video as I'm recording this. I was more just trying to speak. But yeah, it's a little fairy neuter and a Hypno, and this one was my favorite. Not because Hypno is my favorite Pokemon, I don't know what you're talking about. But just designing this was like, I had so much creative liberty when designing this one, because I was like, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna go all out for these designs. I went all out with like the pendulum and like the designs of the grass typing and all that happy shit. The next one is Monferno and Poplio. And this one was a little bit harder to design because you got a fire type and you got a water/water fairy type, because when I was designing this one, I knew the final evolution of Poplio was a water fairy type, so I wanted to take advantage of that. And so you'll see I decided to turn this particular Pokemon into like a kind of leaning more towards the aspect of a circus monkey kind of aspect, with the whole blue mask. The Monferno's little blue mask is actually like a little what are they? Like a little circus mask or a masquerade mask. And just an overall sense of, mystical, fairy, circusy kind of vibe thing. So that's why the hands are one card suit, and then the feet are another card suit, and so on and so forth. I was kind of taking advantage of the fact that the final form of Poplio is a fairy type. Or a water fairy type. My bad. But yeah, this one was... He just is perpetually angry because he's a circus monkey, and he doesn't like his job because he doesn't like it, because why would anyone like being a circus monkey? But yeah, I was also trying to draw Monferno's hands, and was like, God, that's hard. Oh yeah, the tail was a complete improvisation, because I was trying to gradiate the colors, and yeah, glowing tail now. This is the last one. This is Torloom. I don't quite remember. I know one of them was Breloom. If I look at the two combination, it's Torloom, it's Breloom, and I can't read that tiny writing, never mind. We're gonna pretend I wasn't gonna try to read that. But anyways, Breloom's another one of my favorite Pokemon. I don't know why. Oh, that clips over. Anyways, on to the actual drawing. This drawing took forever. This is part of the reason why the drawing took forever. So, I've never drawn a house before, and you'll see me struggle. For a good portion of this video, you'll see me struggle trying to draw this house. It's not fun. I had to sit there and trace the basic outline. Excuse me. I had to trace the basic outline and then kind of use the picture I grabbed as my reference for like drawing in the details and stuff. And Luna, what are you doing? Sorry, my cat's being chaotic. And when I was drawing in I like referenced the picture for the details and stuff, and like by the time I had finished this damn house, I took a step back and I looked at it and I was like, where the fuck am I putting Pokemon in this? But I just was like more worried about the house at the time, because it was like, it's a lake house. So, and then on top of that, finding a picture was like a pain in the ass. So it was like, yeah, you'll see me struggling with proportioning. Excuse me, goodness gracious. Proportions and angles and just overall perspective. It was fun. So I'm not a natural house drawer or house artist, so, like, please pardon. Oh, we get to the fun part where I'm actually drawing the Pokemon in this. This was the fun part. Because since Ditto is just a squishy boy and you can just kind of draw him in any shape or form, I just decided to lay on a bunch of Dittos. And then this is part, you could tell, like, this is when I really started to work on this drawing, because I was trying to figure out where to put more hypnos, and, yeah, I decided to put a giant one in the background, because I was like, you know what, there's some empty space over there, we're gonna put a giant one in the back. And then, Monplio's gonna be on top of the hypno, because, you know, angry. That first little duder over there, yeah, you notice I had to change the number of how many Mumplios and Torlooms were going to be put in the picture, because that was going to stress me out, and I didn't know if there was going to be any room, so, but yeah, Mumplio is running away from the Torloom, because the Torloom just wants a hug. He's just like, hey, come give me a hug, I want a hug, and the Mumplio's like, no, fuck off! Now, you may be wondering, Shay, where are you putting the, color palette? Okay, I kind of cheaped out on this one. I kind of cheaped out. So, the color palette isn't per se in the drawing, because I was so proud of the color palettes I had for each of the Pokemon, and I did want to incorporate the house's color palette, or the picture of the house's color palette. That, I kind of cheaped out. And I decided to use the color palette as a means of an overlay. Now what that means is I took the colors from darkest to lightest, as far as value goes, not really anything other than that, and just put them in a gradient and overlaid that on top of the drawing. You'll see that here shortly. But yeah, you'll see me fussing around. Another thing I wanted to point out with this drawing, I didn't want to use just how I normally color, which is I use the fill bucket and I use my liner as reference. And then just fill bucket all the colors in on a separate layer. I wanted to try and actually color this, which took way too long. This took so long. I think it took, coloring this by hand with both a wet acrylic brush and a watercolor brush took, I want to say, 3-4 hours at a given range estimate, sort of thing. You won't see half of it, but I'm, like, zoomed in to the point where, like, I'm, like, erasing, like, some of the very scraggly bits. You won't see that. Yeah, yeah. I, like, was very determined to try and get, like, a somewhat smooth, like, silhouette, because, you'll see here shortly, I decided the sketch that you're seeing isn't going to be the final outline, obviously. I was actually planning on making this a more painterly looking picture, so thus the wet acrylic and the watercolor paint brushes would come in. But I also wanted to do some outlining on, like, some other details, for, like, stuff that would need an outline, like, the Torloom's leg would probably need some definition. Those were the only outlines I was planning on doing. Yeah, I would need to clean up my paintbrush strokes and stuff, so you'll see maybe some glimpses of me tediously erasing some of the areas, and that took in part of the reason why this took so long. Yeah, because when I was able to charge my iPad, I was so excited. I was like, oh yeah, I finally get to finish, like, all those undone projects. And then half of them I decided to just not do, because, like, I just had no gumption to do it anymore, and I just was not interested in doing it anymore. So I was like, I'd rather not do a project I'm not interested in anymore. This was the only project out of, I think, 3 or 4 that, I think actually it was probably, like, 2 or 3. But, like, this was the only one that I really wanted to do, because I was like, I started this bullshit, I'm going to finish this bullshit, whether anyone likes this video or not. But yeah, yeah, some of the detailing you do not actually see, but only I can see, because, I was, like, zoomed in, and the way Procreate records is just the straight picture. It doesn't record me zooming in 3,000%. So it was like, Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna be talking over this video anyways, so like, might as well just explain that instead of just editing the video. Okay, we're getting to the coloring. Yay, the watercolor part. Yay. Coloring the house was actually kind of fun. Because I like took colors from the house color palette. And I was sitting there and I was coloring and I was having a good old time and I was talking on Discord and I was just having a blast coloring. Like, it was actually really soothing to color this. Because it was like, I'm not just cheating and, well, it's not really cheating, but it's like, I'm not going the easy way and just like, fill color, fill color, fill color. I'm actually like, coloring this. I'm putting effort. I put way too much effort in this shit. You'll see me go back and forth a lot with the watercolor part. Excuse me, sorry. But, yeah, it was actually really fun to color this. What? I am recording. What? My cat has come to say hello. Hello. So everyone say hi to Luna. She demands that I give her attention despite me busy. And you're gonna come lay on my pillow. Okay. Anyways, while Luna does that, yeah, by the way, this, if you haven't noticed, this is completely unscripted. I don't script half my stuff. If you go on IDK Central, which is my second channel, that's even less scripted. Oh, this was my favorite part, the, water reflection part. That was my favorite. That was me trying to do a water reflection there. Ah! And as you'll see, now I'm going in with a 6B pencil brush on Procreate, one of the standard brushes, and going in and tracing out some of the stuff that needs an outline, like the strings for, stuff. Oh, here, me incorporating the color palette, and me being fancy with a water thing. Oh, look, I'm done! Yeah, this drawing took way too long. I hope you guys really enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Love you.